Justice, it's the full realization of what we all know and believe would be the right thing in any particular circumstance.
It means that there's fair opportunity and access to our judicial system and the opportunity for persons to receive representation.
Is a system in which people are treated fairly, whether they have power or don't have power, whether they have money or don't have money.
It means fairness. It means making sure that whatever happens is fair and right.
Lawyers fit in that category of persons in our community who have the highest educational opportunities.
Most people chose to be a lawyer because they wanted to help people.
And that means that we have an obligation as lawyers to help with the representation of those traditionally disenfranchised people.
That to live in a civil society, it requires that each one of us think about the resources and the talents that we might have to share with others. So it's not a legal duty, but I do believe it is a moral responsibility.
Yo fui víctima de una agresión que, pues, yo no...
I was a victim of a violent assault that I did not expect. And as a victim, I didn't really know what was going to happen to me. I did not know anything. I did not have any money. I was really lost.
Cuando yo estaba allí en el centro de detención estaba...
When I was at the detention center, I thought about my family. They were alone, without any support from anybody. And I told myself, what's my family going to do? They were left alone and didn't even know where I was.
Sin saber dónde estaba yo.
I thought I was not going to be able to take him out of the detention center. I didn't know how much a lawyer would charge me, $6,000 or $10,000. I don't have that kind of money.
Y realmente...
I'm really grateful with Manuel for what he has done for me. He took me out of the situation in which, without him, I don't really know what would have happened to me. Certainly, I wouldn't be here talking about it.
Sabe dónde estaría, ¿verdad?
I come from China since 1998. And after I stay here 5 years, I and my wife applied for the United States citizenship. She knows my situation. So she said, you don't worry, I don't charge you anything. I become a United States citizen. My America dream comes true. I'm very happy.
My arms had kind of locked up on me, so I couldn't reach, I couldn't bathe, I couldn't use the bathroom by myself. I couldn't walk. I couldn't prepare meals. There was absolutely no cleaning my house. It was horrible. And the illness became progressively worse. I could barely move, actually. It was really bad. Trying to pick up anything or walk or even bathe was a struggle. Toileting, you know, it was so bad I could hardly get out of bed. At first, I really, truly didn't know what to do. And so what I did was cry. Then I had to go about finding somebody to help me to defend myself, because what was I going to do? You know, I couldn't afford an attorney. I am very grateful to those girls and to Lisa. And if there hadn't been anybody there, you know, that would have been willing to stand up for me at one of these hearings and explain to them why they're wrong in doing this to me and others. Because I'm sure there's many others that need the same kind of help.
For trial, there have been attempts at negotiations that have failed, and I think that Mr. I've been doing pro bono work for about 5 years now. All of my work is landlord-tenant work, and it's always on the tenant side.
When I first started, 1997, I worked for a firm, and really, I didn't have time, and there was no interest by the owner of the firm to do it. I mean, he would let me, you know, if I insisted, but I didn't have the opportunities that I have now. And there are a lot of cases that cry out for this, and unfortunately, there aren't enough people to do it.
And that's a large reason why I do it. Part of it has to do with my vision of justice, which is that everybody is going to get representation. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. But part of it is very personal, and it is the thank you that you get at the end, even if you weren't successful. The clients are deeply grateful that someone cared and that someone helped them.
People appreciate that, and then the kind of love and the thanks that you get from your clients, that's something that just can't be quantified. It gets like that warm, fuzzy feeling, you know. And then later on, people that you have helped and the people you were successful with, or, you know, you'll see them in the community again, and that's how this builds, you know, goodwill.
The primary motivation should be the intangible results and the victory of knowing that I made a significant difference in that person's life. Now, can I put my hands around that? No. Can I put that in the bank? No. But I can put that in my moral bank account of knowing that I did the right thing to help someone else to make a profound difference in their life. And if we want to get away from the stereotypes of lawyers being greedy people that are pursuing just wealth and personal benefit, the only way that we get away from that is by helping other persons.
There are many obstacles to that. Of course, they have paying clients who have urgent needs. They have family responsibilities. They may have church responsibilities or community responsibilities. But when you represent a low-income person for free, you will feel the kind of satisfaction that all of your time in law school seem worth it. Many of those long hours for clients seem worth it. And the feedback that you will get in helping a low-income person either stay in their home or be safe from an abuser is unlike the feeling that you will get from paying clients.
For young attorneys, it is excellent training very early in your professional life. You learn how to develop relationships, you learn how to conduct conversations, you learn how to explain pretty technical stuff in plain English and to speak and to communicate in a way that your client can understand and become engaged with.
I think that the lawyers wanting to do pro bono work can raise the issue, the cause, the type of work with senior partners, supervisors. Let them know how much that individual lawyer cares about this particular case. Truly give a fair assessment of the amount of time that it may take, and that lawyer might be surprised to find out that the firm wants to devote more resources.
My associate attorneys who are, you know, newer practitioners than me always remind me, you know, and it's good to work with other people so that they can kind of keep you in check, because sometimes I think, oh, you know, I've done enough. I've done a lot of cases for free. I've done a lot of things for free. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe I can just kind of chill out a while, you know, but, you know, the injustice never sleeps.
Justice should not be limited to those who can afford an attorney.
Providing pro bono legal services is unique to being an attorney. I think each one of us does have to search in our heart where it is we want to spend our time. But when we step back and realize that as lawyers, each one of us have a unique gift and a special gift of being a practicing lawyer, it's an area in which no others can provide that talent or that gift.
I try to urge my law students and young lawyers who have sought my advice is to say it's best to take the cases right out of law school and make it a part of your life as a lawyer. It will have tremendous returns for you in the way you view yourself as a lawyer.
We have to be involved in our communities. And if we really care about the law, we need to make sure that the law is just. And that means participating in and helping legal services.
And I think by stepping forward and being the hero, simply because it's the right thing to do, is a way to address what it is that lawyers do. It's a way to demonstrate to the larger community that indeed we do care. It's lawyers who are the guardians of the legal profession.
We have a moral and ethical obligation to help those who can't help themselves. It's only a modest contribution or donation of our personal time and resources which can make a significant and substantial difference in the lives of so many people.
Whether we have money or not, we are people. And you know, if it was your main goal, all the years of school and training that you went through to eventually help people, you know, don't forget about us. You know, because we are really, really the ones that can't defend ourselves.